Another one? Jesus, everyone and their mother and second cousin is having a national selection this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is one of the ones that we knew was happening. So,
Yes.
hey, thanks, Ukraine. Love y'all for that. But hello, Europe, Australia, and the world, and welcome to the CUP ESC, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real in the tea in ESC from top to bottom, honey. I'm Logan, where I say something gay. I am currently drinking a beautiful iced coconut matcha latte in my Corey King tumbler. If you know, you know. Shake that ice that is melted. It's all melted.
So you're not taking anything.
You can hear a little bit. ASMR.
Okay.
A little bit.
Okay. Fair. Just a little bit. The slightest little
Whatever.
bit.
And
Fine.
also, cup mug. Ooh. You can get yours and all of our other merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below. We do ship domestically within North America and internationally, so there are no excuses. Lewis. That's all.
And hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I am here to talk shit and get hit. I'm drinking water today. Yay. I'm severely dehydrated because of the new medication I'm taking. Yay. It's tough. But we're living, we're alive. Yay. And we're talking about some fine songs. Yay.
Fine songs. Hello, everyone. I'm Lewis. I'm a British cigarette who listened to this playlist with regret. I I'm usually looking forward to Vidbir. I don't know if that same joy held up after this selection of songs. We'll get to it.
Joy.
That song is better than 90% of the songs here.
When Bobby song is better than most of Vidbir, that's when you know something.
You know you're in trouble when Ireland has a better national selection than you.
Not too much. Not too much. Last year was all right.
Ireland really strapped it up this year. I will say that. I will give it that.
You know it's bad when Malta has a better national selection than Ukraine.
Oh,
that's also true. That's also true.
Yeah, we're talking about Vidbir today for Ukraine, y'all. Gotta be real honest. I am agreeing with everyone here. It is not a bad year. Ukraine, you just have a few choices this year. Normally, there is a wide variety of option for you all, and I love to see it. This year, there's nothing of the sort.
Yeah, no.
You got a couple of options, and that's it. So,
yeah.
Quote Tiffany Pollard, nothing of the sort.
Nothing of the
nothing
sort.
Nothing of the sort.
Almost nothing of the sort. But yeah, we're going to talk about Vidbir, do our thing here, talk about the songs, blah, 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 blah. Before we do, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. And make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access. So, we're going to dive in. Vidbir is Vidbir. I mean, it's the same format. It is coming up very, very soon here on the 8th of February. It is a 50-50 jury public kind of gigorama. Yeah, Vidbir is Vidbir. So, we're going to dive in. We have a running order, so we're going to talk about them in running order. So, first up, Vlad, Sheryf, Wind of Change.
Now, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
I love me a male ballad. However,
not this one.
I don't know.
No shade to this man.
No.
Yeah.
No shade to this man.
I think my biggest issue was I felt like the instrumental came across too intense for me.
Thank you. I wrote the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. The production was way too intense for what I thought should have been a much softer approach for a song like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did enjoy. What did I enjoy?
Enjoying this.
The collapsing moments. I put the collapsing moments. So there's like parts of there were moments in the song where the production kind of collapsed for a bit, and I enjoyed. I thought it was in its pocket during those moments, but those moments were way too few.
Mhm.
It felt awkward. Like the
Yeah.
composition of the song just felt awkward. Lyrically it was a bit clunky. I feel like it might have been more successful in Ukrainian, honestly.
Mhm.
What I did like is his falsetto is very good. He's got a
I
very, very
agree.
nice, beautiful, clear falsetto. And that is kind of the highlight of the song, because otherwise lyrically, like I said, it's a bit clunky. I don't love that the choruses end with a 12-bar note. It's just like it breaks up really weirdly. It's lacking some lyrical density. It needed to be completely revamped for me to, for me to have it be a song that I enjoy.
Yeah. I normally don't tend to like male ballads. With that being said, this one wasn't awful. This one wasn't like a boring for me. I thought that his vocals were interesting enough for me to like somewhat care, even in the slightest bit. But even then, I did not care that much. Um, I thought the lyrics were pretty-ish, if a little bit clunky. I agree with you, Logan. It's just I feel like overall the dynamics of the song are almost non-existent. Like there's almost no dynamics to the song, and it really, really brings it down for me. And so if it had more dynamics to it, I feel like the song would really get elevated. And like
Mhm.
I want more drama, I want more emotion, I want more of everything, and I'm not getting that. So this song is really falling short for me, despite of the really beautiful vocal.
Agreed. Let's move to Abiye with Dim or Home,
Hmm.
is what it translates to in English. I think this is a really cool song. I think lyrically, there's a lot of like the messaging behind a lot of the songs this year is very clear. It's very Ukrainian. It's very much so the vibe that they've been giving for the last couple of years at Eurovision specifically, which I really, really love. This song is definitely one of those, talking about resilience, talking about, the Ukrainian lifestyle, which I really appreciate. Um, the chant style chorus, I think, is my favorite part of this. Um, Great lyrics, great beat, the instrumentation, whatever that it sounded. I don't know what traditional Ukrainian instrument is, but to me it sounded like a didgeridoo.
Mhm.
So the didgeridoo type instrument, living for it. My only real critique, and it's not even really that much of a critique, is that it does stay on one level, which is a very good level, but it is kind of one level for most of the song. But overall, I am a fan.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also a fan of this song. I think it's has like a really, really interesting intro, and I think the instrumental is really funky. There's no other way that I can describe it other than funky, and I really, really enjoy it. I think that vocally she is doing really good, and I find myself like really curious as to how this will be staged, because hopefully with the staging it will really elevate it even more. Overall, I really, really like this song. I think it's one of the better options that we have for Vidbir. So I didn't have much to say because I was a little bit sick when I wrote this down. But um, yeah, overall, I like this song.
Um, yeah, I'll say in comparison to most of the rest of this selection, I really enjoyed this. Again, like you touched on, Logan, I loved the interesting choice of instruments used in this. like you touched on the staging, Eduardo. I put that I would think there's a lot that a song like this, there's a lot to work off of performance-wise. So I'm intrigued to see what they do with the performance, with the staging. Most of what you both touched base on is echoed in my notes, so I don't have much else to add. I just really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Slay.
Let's move next to Molodi with My Sea.
Melody's back? Oh no.
No, no.
Okay.
She already won.
Good for her. Anyways, Melody. I think there's something interesting about like the first verse and the instrumental in it. I think it's very dramatic, and it also has really nice vocals. I think the chorus goes hard as hell. I think the chorus is really cool as well. The visuals of the music video are really great. So I imagine that they're gonna do something similar with that to the staging, and I think it could really elevate this song. I think this is a good song. I think it's really dramatic and really like everything that I tend to like about a Eurovision song, and I think it has a good message. So overall, I like it. I think it's good. I think there's a lot to work with here.
Okay, up until the second chorus, I was finding this song quite forgettable, to be honest. It really doesn't do much for me in the earlier parts of the song, up until the second chorus, where the instrumental kind of breaks down. I wasn't seeing much with it up until that point. But even then, I don't think I would care to listen to this song again. I don't think I'd be opting to listen to this. Yeah, it's definitely not going in my playlist or anything like that. Having said that, I don't think most of these are going to be added to any of my playlists. So.
Yeah. Okay.
I just added, I think, 5 of them to my playlist because I'm like, there's 5 that I don't mind.
I'm not making my playlist until I know who's qualified, because I want to make a specifically non-qualifier playlist, because I'm definitely going to listen to the qualifiers pretty regularly.
Fair. Yeah, it was 5 of them for me. I don't think this is a bad song by any means of the imagination. I do think it stays on one level the whole time, which is not absolutely my favorite thing in the world. But the vibe is really cool. I wrote Melfest in the best way. Like there's something about the production and the instrumental that I really like in that regard. The Ukrainian chorus is really good, and I think overall it's just a solid song.
Yeah.
There's nothing groundbreaking about it, but it's fine.
That's fair.
Let's move to Future Culture with Waste My Time. And this was wasting my time.
I mean, yes, I agree. It's not great. It's kind of cute and inoffensive. I will give it that. It's cute and inoffensive. It's a really vibey song. It's not really competitive. Is it? Like it's not competitive or at all. It's just missing like those big moments or something really interesting and that X factor to really elevate it. I like what it's going for. I like the idea of it. It's just missing something to really elevate it. Overall, it's somewhat boring, unfortunately.
I don't know why I put this. I said there was something quite TV commercial about this.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's something very TV commercial about this. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I just don't think it's right for this. Sounding quite retro, but like in the same sense, it sounded. I mean, I'm gonna say it. I felt it sounded very amateur.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I don't mind an amateur quality in a song. I think there are some that, you know, in this kind of genre that I have liked in national selections before, but with better production on it. I think of something like Introvert Party Club from a couple of years ago. I think of like Love on a Budget from last year, feels like very in that kind of realm, where I do like those songs and they work. This doesn't work as well for me. The vibe is really cool, and I would listen to the instrumental again, just probably not actually the song itself. I find the lyrics really clunky. And again, I understand that English is not a language that is not their first language. But I want it to make sense as a native English speaker. I'll just say that. Yeah. The female singer, I think, has some really cool runs. But it lacks a lot of lyrical density, and overall, I unfortunately kind of agree with you, Lou. It just feels a little amateur. But
yeah.
Let's move next to Masha Kondratenko with No Time to Cry.
I love this.
Period.
Period.
This is cool. That's one of the first things I wrote down. Is like, this song is cool in a really weird way. Like, it's so lyrically, it's so like dark pop. It's so Ukrainian. Like, she's conveying this like very, very powerful story and message while still making it like dark pop and really like cunty. Honestly, is really the only word I can use for it. There's a lot of songs this year that did kind of English versus Ukrainian chorus or the opposite. I really like the way that this song is done. The instrumental is good. The vibe is good. I'm a fan.
Yeah, I agree. This is just right up my alley. The haunting vocals are incredible as well. The chorus is super, super, super cool. It's just like dramatic, and I love those dramatics in a Eurovision song. I'm also really curious to how this will be staged, because the music video was really, really like
so
good.
Cool.
It's really cool. So I'm hoping some of that translates onto the stage as well. The lyrics are really deep and are telling a really interesting story while still being able to be nice to be listened to, because sometimes you have very nice lyrical content, but you miss a little bit of like actually sounding good. And I think Masha does this really, really well as well. Is it produced in some parts? Yes, especially the chorus. But I think that she could sing it live. I'm sure that she can do it. Because if she can't, Ukraine is a little bit screwed. Because this is one of the better options that they have. So I don't know. But overall, I really, really, really enjoyed this song.
I loved this. I didn't have the music video for a reference point because I just listened to the studio tracks. However, I did say that if this was staged right, I think this could be a very, very cinematic moment. So the fact that you've mentioned the music video is definitely keeping me optimistic. I think there was a slight switch of styles on the second verse that really, really worked, and that sometimes can make or break the song. But I think it really, really worked here. I agree. This is probably one of the better options in this selection, and I hope that she can hold it live. Please, please,
Lord.
Definitely. Let's move to, in my opinion, another potential great option for Ukraine this year, and that's Khayat with Honor. I really enjoy this. The spoken word intro and outro, I was really living for. The beat is cool. This is the song that I'm the most excited to see staged. I'm really intrigued to see how this is going to go. I also wrote very cinematic for this song as well. His vocal and his tone is really cool. It's very clear. There's like this. It's a very, very similar vibe to No Time to Cry. So I'm really intrigued to see what the differences are going to end up being as far as voting is concerned. But yeah, I think it's really cool.
Okay, I like this. However, I think sometimes there's like changes of directions in this song, i.e., the complete flip of key during the instrumental breaks and whatnot. And I kind of found it difficult to truly sink my teeth into the song, because when I think I'm really enjoying a part, it changes direction and it sounds quite too different. I did enjoy the haunting part towards the end of the song, though, like the really, really haunting part. I don't dislike this one bit. I just think the changes in direction were too much.
Okay. I also like this song, but I don't like it, I think, as much as Logan does. I do think that it is an immediate attention grabber with this distorted spoken word voice that like we have at the beginning. There's something about his vocal and the vibrato that it has that weirdly enough reminded me of like Bollywood or like some like and I enjoy that. I like that. Like when he holds a note, the vibrato kind of reminds me of those Bollywood like music like moments. I don't know. This is the kind of music that I do tend to like. It's a dark dance pop music that I do tend to enjoy. The lyrics, I don't know. I found a couple, like when I was actually paying attention, I found a couple that I thought were not like, were a little bit clunky, just the slightest bit, but maybe I'm being just a little bit nitpicky, but I did notice a few here and there that maybe we can change up a bit. But overall, it's a good song. I think it's good. I like it.
Let's move to another banger, in my opinion. Fiїnka with Kultura.
I've had this song stuck in my head.
Same. I mean, I think we all maybe had the same reference in mind here. It is very reminiscent of something we heard a few years ago. It's very Manisha, and I'm not mad at that in the slightest. The instrumental is so cool. The traditional cymbal is so cool. Her flow is great. The slowdown at the end, like it's got all of those really, really good moments for me that just really make a good Eurovision song. And I enjoy this a lot.
Yeah, I loved this. I loved how authentically Ukrainian it sounded. It's very rare to have. I mean, not that it's rare anymore. I'm starting to see it a lot more often. But there was a time where Eurovision songs felt like it was kind of they were trying to cater themselves to Western culture, whilst and not sounding authentically true to their own culture. So it's nice to have a song like this that does sound very Ukrainian. I did find myself bobbing my head to this a lot. I was really, really getting into this song. I think this is a song that's very easy to surround yourself in, and I wouldn't be mad seeing this being sent. To be honest, I think this is one of the very few songs that I would be fine being sent.
Yeah, I also like it. I do have one problem that I will bring up at the end, but I have a lot of positives about this song. I really enjoy I guess the flute. I don't know if that's the instrument that's being played uh, throughout the song. I think it's great. I think her voice is really good and really beautiful. It has this really nice vibrato to it as well. The chorus is really, really catchy, and that's what I have stuck in my head. Like Kultura moja, Kultura, like forever. That's just in my head forever. Which is really, really catchy, even if a bit repetitive, but even then I wouldn't go there fully. The instrumentals throughout are really, really successful, and I really, really enjoyed them. Here's my problem though. That ending was really overwhelming to me. It was
I
it
feel
was
that.
a lot because there's so much happening because the flute is playing, then there's people singing, then she's singing, and then there's several other instruments doing their own thing all at the same time to the point where it became a little bit overwhelming. Everything else before that, I was sold. I was into it, and like I was really enjoying myself. It's just that ending part that kind of just like I it it's not that I didn't like it. It's just that like I feel like there could be something else there that has like more cohesion.
That's fair.
But that's it. That's my only problem with the song.
Very fair. Yeah, I like that. I like the slow down at the end. It adds to the song. It added a nice like dynamic. But I do agree with you. It feels. I'm interested to see how that gets staged and how that translates to see whether that cacophonous kind of quality does translate onto the stage. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. But let's move to Krylata with Stay True.
Okay. Okay, Krylata. I wrote Krista by accident. Oops. Krylata has like
not Krista.
She's
Who's
Krista now. She's Krista now.
Don't you whitewash this woman. How dare you?
Lord. Okay, I have it. Okay. I have it written down correctly in the banners. Okay, it's fine.
Not Krista.
Go to me.
Oh my god, what do you think of Krista's song?
That's Christy. I'm thinking of Christy. That's why. Anyways.
You're thinking of Christy.
Yeah. Krylata has a really nice vocal. That's what I was going to say. She has a really, really nice vocal. She sounds like someone, but I don't know who she sounds like to me. This voice that she has feels familiar to me, but I don't really know whose or where's I might have heard it from. But
I like
anyways,
it. You're playing it safe. You're like, let's not embarrass myself by trying to make a comparison.
Well, I've done several
Let's not pull a
comparisons.
Lewis and try to make a comparison that doesn't make sense.
I've done that several times. I'm not afraid to do it. But this time I truly do not know who she reminds me of. Anyways, enjoy the vocals. She sounds great. I really also enjoy when she almost even raps, where she goes really, really fast when she's singing. I think that's also really good. It's really impressive as well. I think this song builds and it builds well. I just wish that it went even bigger. Like, I think it's a little bit small. And it also feels like when it finishes, it leaves me with this feeling of it being incomplete. Like, it feels like I didn't finish the song. Like, I paused the song and I chose to just not finish it. Overall, I think it's a good song, but with everything else in the mix, there's a lot of other songs that I enjoy more than I like this song. So it just falls a little bit short. But there's stuff here that I do kind of like as well.
I love her vocal. Yeah, I think her vocal is really. I don't have many issues with the song. I think the song sounds great. To be nitpicky, if I was to be nitpicky, I wish like the intense beat, like I can't remember how it goes, but like the pounding beat that comes in. I wish it came in a bit later. I think where it came in the song, it would have been nice to have a longer, softer moment at the start. But that's my only issue. I think other than that, I really enjoyed the song sonically. Just wish it wasn't so intense so early.
Yeah, I wrote that it was really, really strong.
Mhm.
And I think I agree with you in that, Lewis. I wish there was a bit more of a balance. I don't even
Mhm.
necessarily know that I want it earlier or later. I just want it to be a bit more balanced in production. Her tone is absolutely stunning. I'm trying to think of like who she reminds me of as well, Eduardo, and I'm not really coming up with anyone specific. But I think overall the song is cool. I do wish it had a bit more lyrical density in the back half. I'm always gonna say that. But overall, I like the way it ended as well. I agree with your comparison as well that it kind of felt like, oh, I kind of paused the song and didn't finish it. But I like that it ends in this like crescendo moment, and I think that it rounds out in a nice way. But there could have been something else going on too.
Yeah.
Let's move to Ziferblat. And I know someone here loves Ziferblat. Bird of Prey.
Is it this one right here?
It's Lou.
Lou, why did you start us off with then?
So I love Place I Call Home. Like, that was
Yep.
that was one of my favorites of Vidbir last year. That's absolutely.
Yep.
But now I'm starting to realize that maybe I enjoyed the song much more than the artist.
Oh, you come around.
Because
You got there.
Full
I think
circle.
for me, unfortunately, this song pales in comparison to Place I Call Home. For me, it's a shame. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the lack of trademark dynamic complexity, or just that I don't appreciate the song sonically. I don't know. I did enjoy the sound of the bridge. I wish the rest of the song held up though.
Yeah, I think this song again suffered organizationally. Like it's one of those songs, and we've gotten this a lot this year in national selections, which I find really interesting, where a song just kind of feels like we jumped in at the start, like halfway through a song. And so for me, it felt like a couple of different songs going on here. Now, lyrically, gorgeous. Well written, very powerful. Love that. Love the sentiment, love the message of the song. I needed levels. I didn't get any. The vocal is good, but overall, it just left me with a lot to be desired. And I think strong lyrics and this like message that they're sending is done better by other songs in the selection.
Yeah. I gonna make a big statement here. I don't think Ziferblat makes my type of music, and I don't think they're for me that much. I did not care for A Place I Call Home that much, and for this one, I think it's fine overall. Like, I think it's a really cool intro, and like the vocals are good, but that's not a shock here. We heard them live, like with A Place I Call Home, and even though I don't care for the song, I can appreciate a good vocal. And I also do appreciate that they are sending something a little bit more up tempo this time around, which I think is nice to hear, and I tend to like up tempo songs a bit more. I think the chorus is really cool. I will give it that as well. It's just not my favorite one of the bunch, unfortunately. It feels like it's missing something, like maybe some dynamics or something. I don't know. I, for the life of me, could not tell you what I feel like it's missing here, but it just there's like a black void here. Maybe I agree with you, Logan. It feels like I missed the first half of this song, and now I'm listening to the second half of it, and so it feels like
it feels like it's like a 5-minute song that they had to cut down to 3 minutes for Eurovision standards.
Yes, absolutely. Maybe that's it. Like I needed to hear the other 2 minutes of the song to really sink my teeth into the song and really appreciate it and love it. So yeah, it felt just a little bit short for me because of that.
Lovely. And last up in our Vidbir this year, DK Enerhetyk with Sil.
Notice how you said last and not last but not least.
No, just last. This is 10th in the running order.
I mean, I didn't feel very energetic listening to this.
No, okay. Did anyone else feel like the sound mixing was really weird?
No, that's what I literally put.
Thank you.
Literally put in the notes that I thought the vocal sounded way too drowned out, and
the vocal was way too drowned out, and the instrumental
for some
was
reason
like
it sounded like
powerful.
that was. It sounded like that was intentionally done because it sounds like
it was
right.
Yeah, I think he can't sing.
I disagree.
Because
no, I disagree because the last part of the song where he's singing in that lower register and that like I would say singing in his like true voice, I'm gonna be honest, that's my favorite part of the song. Like we got that cute little acapella moment at the very, very end, and I think that's really, really good. But otherwise, it feels like he's singing in a style that he doesn't enjoy.
Yeah.
No,
I agree. It just, I absolutely cut you off, Louis. By the way,
No, go ahead. I don't have much to say on this. I'm not gonna lie.
Fair. Okay, good.
I don't either.
The vocals are weird. The vocals are weird for me. I had a problem with the vocals here, and they aren't doing much for me. Normally, with a super produced song like this, I normally don't tend to have that much of a problem with it. Like normally, like I'm okay with listening to super produced songs. For some reason, this one just bugs my ear about it. Like there's something about how produced it is that really, really bothers me. Like for the first time, I'm having an issue with that. It's also very one note, very, very one note. There's no dynamics to this song or at all. And like it's at a very middle of the road, like tempo and like energy level all throughout. And it never goes up, it barely goes down. It just, I don't know. Not much of this that I enjoy, I'm going to be honest.
I don't know if there is anything else I can add to that. The vocals sounded way too drowned out. If it was done intentionally, then they've got the wrong intentions. And the instrumental does nothing for me either.
Nah.
Great. Can we get to the points?
I was like, I said my one point about it, so that's not foreshadowing actually. But we've come to the point in our program where we must discuss
points.
I will go first.
I was going to say we've got Anissa's, but I don't think we've done banners for them. But
no,
but we can say them out loud.
We'll say them.
Sure. Yeah, it was a real battle at the bottom for me. I gotta be real honest. But ultimately speaking, my 1 point just goes to the song I think is the least competitive, and that is Future Culture.
Oh.
Wow. My 1 point will be going to DK Energetic with Cell, because obviously.
My 1 point's going to DK Energetic for Cell. And I also believe that Anissa's 1 point is also going to DK Energetic for Cell.
Yes,
I
it
love
is.
that I'm not the only one, or I'm the only one that didn't give it 1 point. And in fact, shocking the world, I didn't give it 2 points.
Wow.
My 2 points go to Vlad Sheryf.
My 2 points go to Future Culture with Waste My Time.
I can't believe I'm the one giving this the least points. My 2 points. Ziferblat.
Whoa!
That's
I'm
wild.
genuinely gagged. I am genuinely gagged.
That's iceberg. That's iceberg. That is iceberg moment.
Yeah. Iceberg moment.
And Nisa's 2 points.
Yeah, Anissa's 2 points are also for Future Culture Waste My Time.
Period. Well, don't worry, everyone. I wasn't going to put it higher than 3 points. My 3 points go to Sil for the sheer fact that I like the end of the song.
Okay.
And that's it.
My 3 points will be going to Wind of Change.
My 3 points are also going to Wind of Change.
And Anissa's 3 points also go to Wind of Change.
Well, we have the same top 7, everyone. Actually, no, we don't.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Oh,
No, we
I'm the
don't.
only-
Actually.
I am shocked everyone else. is
Maybe
not.
we have the
No.
same top 6. We'll
Maybe.
see.
we will see.
My 4 points do go to Ziferblat.
My 4 points do not go to Ziferblat. My 4 points go to Krylata with Stay True.
My 4 points are going to Future Culture for Waste My Time. And Anissa's 4 points. Anissa's 4 points are going to Khayat for Honor.
Yeah, I know. That's wild.
Who?
Khayat?
Who is she?
Right. Where
I
did you
don't
find
know
Yeah.
her anymore. Where did you find her?
Where did you
Oh.
find this
Who
one?
is she?
Rest in peace, Nikki.
Rest in peace, Nikki Graham.
Oh, I love Nikki. My 5 points will be going to Molodi with my C.
Oh no, Eduardo's going in front of me. Go ahead, Eduardo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was putting the points. My 5 points finally going to Ziferblat with Bird of Prey.
Wild.
My 5 points are going to Molodi for my C.
And Anissa's 5 points go to Dim by Abiye,
All right.
which is wild.
I think that's wild. We'll see.
I agree.
I mean, I don't think it's that wild. My 6 points go to Dim.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, okay. My 6 points go to Fiїnka with Kultura.
really?
Oh.
That ending really
Really?
bothered me.
Okay.
That ending really bothered me.
All right.
My 6 points going to Khayat.
Oh, interesting.
And
And
Anissa's
Anissa's
6
Not
points.
Not everyone rushed to give Anissa's points. Jesus. Wow.
Listen, I've been disappointed, so I was like, do we have to?
Well,
No.
really.
Anissa's 6 points go to Masha with No Time to Cry.
The fact that they haven't given points to Ziferblat yet.
Wait, I didn't even notice that. Oh
Yeah.
my! Okay.
Just you wait. Just you wait.
Thank God for
We're
that.
gonna be waiting.
Oh God. I'm the only person here without the spreadsheet open, so I don't know what they've given it. I'm scared now. My 7 points go to Krylata with Stay True.
Okay.
Eduardo,
It's
you're next.
still not your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Lewis. We've been doing this
My-
now for 7 rounds, Lewis. We've been doing this now for 7 rounds.
I'm just eager.
My 7 points go to Khayat with honor. You can go, Lewis.
Okay. My 7 points are going to Fiїnka for culture. And
Anissa's 7 points also go to
also
Fiїnka.
go
with
to Fiїnka
Kultura.
agriculture.
Period.
There you go.
My 8 points are going to Khayat.
Khayat with honor. My 8 points, shocking everyone, go to Molodi with Mysi.
All right.
I like it.
My 8 points are going to Krylata. Stay true.
And Anissa's 8 points also are for Molodi Mysi.
If Anissa has Ziferblat at 12 points, I'm going to scream, cry, and throw up. And that's where I think we're headed at this point.
Who knows?
With that being said, my 10 points, despite the ending, go to Fiїnka with Kultura.
Okay. My 10 points go to Abiye with them.
My 10 points also go to Abiye with them.
Period.
And Anissa's 10
10
points
points
are for
are going to Ziferblat.
Which means we all have the same 12 points.
Except for
Except
Anissa.
for Anissa.
How?
Anissa's 12 points because everyone else's is the same 12 points. Anissa's 12 points go to Stay True by Krylata.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
And
the rest
everyone else's 12 points.
And our 12 points go to Masha Kondratenko.
No Time to Cry. I wonder who won this one.
What? I wonder. Oh my god.
I wonder. Let's see who got second and third.
Oh my god.
Okay. Actually, second and third tied.
Oh wow.
We have a tie.
We have a tie for second. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a tie for second. And those two are
Wait,
Abiye
hold on. Can we do
with
third
them.
place? Okay.
Well, because we're talking about 3 songs.
Are we? I mean, we could do a third place and then two runners.
Fine. Fine.
Right.
Third place.
Matter?
I don't know. Third place go to Kultura by Fiїnka with 30 points.
Great.
In tied second place, we have Abiye with them with 31 points, and Krylata with Stay True with 31 points as well. And our winner with 42 points, to no one's surprise, is Masha with No Time to Cry. Yay!
Please, Ukraine, send it. Thank you.
Please. That's your only real
I will have plenty of time to cry if we don't.
Same.
Yes.
And that is that for Vidbir. Ew. So let us know all your thoughts on Vidbir down in the comments below. Make sure to check out all of our other videos as we are currently on the road to Basel 2025. Subscribe, like, and share. We're trying to do some things over here. We're trying to, do some fun Eurovision things. So subscribe. Thanks. Check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. With all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So Europe, Australia, and the world, stop watching this video and go watch another one. Cheers!
Woo!